Good morning, friends. It is Wednesday, October 14th, and I'm going to read to you about monsters again today. This one is called Monster Academy. It says, "Welcome to Monster Academy. Hello, monsters. Come on in. When everyone's here, class will begin. Miss Mummy, so many bandages. Did you get hurt? Serpentina snakes hiss. I'm not hurt, I'm just old. I look good for my age, or so I'm told. And why do your words rhyme? Asks Bog. Every mummy has a curse. Mine is that I speak in verse, but it could be worse. I could scream when I converse, but our little monsters scared of screams? No, they scream right back. Arg. I count Yeti, Yachty, Fifi, and Speck. Serpentina, Vic, Bog, wait. That's 7, when we should have 8. Is our newest monster late? There's going to be a lot of tongue twisters in this book for Mrs. Dillon. So it should be interesting. Crash, it's our new student. Here we go. You must be Tornado Joe. But Joe shouts, no. Say hello, the students yell. No, says Joe, spinning into Vic's lunchbox. No, says Joe, knocking over Bog's chair. No, says Joe, bumping into Speck. No, says Joe, yanking Serpentina snakes. No, says Joe, kicking the table near Yeti and Yachty. No, says Tornado Joe. No, no, no. Joe is the worst monster ever, yips Fifi. Make Tornado Joe stop. We're all monsters, Fifi dear. Joe will learn some manners here. Tornado Joe spins and spins and spins until Joe lands on the floor. Joe says no a lot, doesn't he? Now get up, Joe. It's time for math. Count your missing teeth for our monster tooth graph. Poor vampire Vic. He wiggles his big scary thing. He doesn't want to say 0. 1, 3, 1, 2, 2, 2. They're totaling teeth. And Victor's looking at his teeth there. How about you, Joe, missing teeth? Any above, any beneath? No, says Joe, but Joe is missing a tooth. Miss Mummy writes it down. Now quick, how about you, Vic? Vic jiggles his loose fang. 0, he says. He almost cries. Add up the teeth. 12, you say? Good job, we'll go to the lab today. What do you think little monsters build at Monster Maker's lab? What do you think the little monsters are going to build? A creepy castle. Everybody helps, even the class bats. Everybody but Joe. Come on, Joe, Serpentina yells. It's fun. But Joe says no. Now it's almost lunchtime. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Vic pulls his fang. It won't come out. Have you ever had a loose tooth or a loose fang that wouldn't come out? Vic is so unhappy he doesn't care when Joe grabs his blood orange and gives him a big juicy apple. Does Joe want to be friends? Maybe. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Vic takes 3 bites. Want some, he asks Joe. No, says Joe. I'm not surprised Joe said no. Time for monster recess. Run to the swamp pool. But only Vic goes in, all alone. Help me make a swamp monster, Vic asks Joe. No, says Joe. Tornado Joe stomps and kicks swamp stink at Vic. It splatters on everyone. You are the worst monster ever, says Fifi. And then she looks at Vic and howls. Your fang is gone. Where is it? Bog asks. You need it for the tooth troll. Help me find it, cries Vic. Please? Everyone shouts, yes, but Joe says no. Speck, Bog, and the twins search high. No fang. Serpentina, Fifi, and Vic search low. No fang. Miss Mummy checks the swamp pool. No fang. Please help, Joe, says Vic. No, no, no. Tornado Joe begins to spin. There's a lot of little characters in there. And spin and spin and spin. Whoosh. One spinal fin and spin and Joe falls over. You're a human? Screams Vic. No, shouts Joe. I'm a monster. Help, Vic yells. There's a human in our class. What happens when monster children see a human? The monsters run. Hurry, get back to school. Lock the doors. I told you so. Joe is the worst monster ever. Well, Joe is a bad monster because it's actually a human in a costume. Back inside, Miss Mummy calms them down. Joe is a human and a monster too. She belongs in class just like each of you. How can she be both? I get it, says Vic. We're scary, but so is she. So Tornado Joe is one of us. Vic gives a big gap-fanged smile. We couldn't find my tooth, Miss Mummy, but it still counts as one. I'm not a 0 anymore. Everyone cheers, even Miss Mummy. She writes a big number 1 next to Vic's name. Miss Mummy, says Fifi, now we can change the total from 12 to 13. The perfect monster number. The school bell rings. Time for monsters to go home. Principal Frank Einstein asks, how is the new monster today? She's the worst monster ever, the class shouts. This time, Joe smiles. Our little Joe, let's just say, Joe's starting to learn our monster way. Sometimes it's hard when you begin, but now I think she'll fit right in. Before they leave, Joe points. My tooth, Vic yells. Ernie has it. Look. Thanks, Joe. See you tomorrow. Yes, says Joe. Yes, you will. Look at Ernie, the class pet. And that's the end. There's the back of the book. I like Frank Einstein. He's cute. All right, thanks for joining me today. I hope you liked our monster book today. Work hard, get all your stuff done, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.